recording?
Yeah.
Right, I'll do a countdown.
Okay.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How do I get rid of the map?
Tab. What a way to start.
Yeah. What do I do?
This is Lupe Cannonball, one of Moo's friends, and I've invited him to play Terraria.
And instead
with
of
me,
instead
I
of
have, huh?
and instead of going on a channel that he doesn't have, it'll go on mine.
Yeah. I'm abusing the system.
Yeah. He'll be demanding.
I recently beat the final boss and got the in-game gear, and you haven't played this in a long time.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Like, we used to play this pretty regularly, and then I just stopped playing PC games, period, for a while.
Yeah, and they recently did the 1.3 update, which just introduces a ton of stuff. Can I get this wood? There we go. But anyway, because of my expertise, at least compared to you, and you're being entertaining, I've done a little something I hadn't told you until now. 1.3 introduced what's called expert mode, which means the enemies are tougher. Bosses have new AI. In fact, you will find that slimes will very easily kill you.
And they're flying fish.
Yes. And so we really need to get this wood and get started up. So I've done a little on expert mode, but I haven't really done anything from scratch.
There are a lot of enemies around me right now, and there are like 4 slimes in my face right now.
All right, I'll see you later.
Ah! No!
Find a chest. Oh, there's one.
Okay, how do I respawn?
It'll do it in just a little bit. That's the other thing with expert mode is respawning takes a little bit longer. And so I'll try to survive. And I've got them coming up.
I'm trying to figure out where you are on the map now.
I just kept running away from you.
I
find a nice spear. I can give you that. And
I got my copper back, and I found my grave.
I just realized the Skype thing is covering up my health. And I'm almost dead.
See, that's one of the great things about XSplit is I'm actually not staring at the computer screen. Well, sorry. I'm looking at the computer screen, but I'm Alright, there you are.
Come on in. I will try to make us a little house.
How you got a spear all of a sudden?
I found it in the chest, man.
And of course, there's nothing in the chest.
Yeah, take it all. I'm gonna give you it though. Here, come get this spear. Bad time to. Oh. Bad time to give you the spear. Good luck.
I have him cornered. Ah!
Now the spear will give you a little bit more distance.
But if I remember correctly, it doesn't have the full range that the.
No, it has longer range.
Well, what I mean is like well, actually, the swords don't have the swinging motion like the axe does. So that's right.
Not the ones you start off with. But we can in just a second get you.
Okay.
Get him!
I'm working on it. Ah!
All right, get the one.
Okay.
Welcome to expert mode.
Ah!
That's teamwork. So like I said, there's new stuff with bosses. I don't know if you really remember much about bosses in the first place.
The only boss that I remember from the first one is the giant eyeball.
Okay. They all have new AI and moves and all that.
Okay.
So we're gonna do. You remember how to do the crafting?
Yeah, I'm about to place us a workbench.
Okay. I'm gonna get some of this stone so we can get furnace and everything. Of course, at night is when it gets even worse.
Well, we're at least
Here,
safe right now.
Yeah.
Alright, I got us a workbench over here. I don't know if you gotta keep in mind, it's been a while since I played this game. So when I go, I got a craft bench, I'm like, what does a craft bench do? I don't remember.
Well, as it suggests, it's very good for crafting.
Thank you.
That's really about it.
No, I deserve that. I deserve that.
Oh, but like I said, it's not entirely fair, as I've been basically obsessed with this game since the 1.3 update. The only downside to that is, as you go, you can get different accessories, which give you different skills, abilities, things like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm used to playing with those, and now I don't have them.
So I just ruined your game.
So, well, I mean, I have them on my other characters, but I don't have them.
Oh, I'm killing little worms.
Oh, that's actually another new thing, is that they have. Well, I don't think it's necessarily new to 1.3. Okay, we got a door in. But they have fishing now, and so soon we'll be able to get nets. And with nets, you can catch bugs, and we can get fishing poles, and we can fish.
So, like, zombies are about to be a thing again, right? Zombies and the flying eyeballs.
Zombies and the flying eyeballs. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So right now, I'm gonna try and make us a house for someone else, an NPC to move into.
I'm going to set your gravestone right here. That way you can be reminded of how you died.
We're gonna have to have a lot of those.
Probably so.
I'm trying to think of what all they've added since you have last played. They have some new classes.
Been like a year since I played this game.
Then probably quite a lot. They have the summoner class, which as you go through, you'll find out that there's different things to it, basically, to summon. And so I have one right now, one of my favorites, where you mentioned the Eye of Cthulhu, one of actually the first boss that most people end up fighting.
Yes.
And the hard mode version of that is called the Twins, which basically two of them stuck together.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one.
So you can actually summon those to help fight, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Now, I have a question. The torches, like, will that have any bearing on enemy spawning? Like...
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Reason?
I know the walls usually do. If you have a place without walls, I think that makes it more likely to spawn. If you're still up more on the surface.
Okay.
So I'm about to put in some. I'm trying to put in some walls.
Ooh, a bunny.
See, that's the weird thing about the hammer is that you have to kind of make a path down to it. So I could just do like that. I'm learning how to play the game.
The only thing I'm doing right now is killing slimes. And bunnies. When I see bunnies, bunnies die.
I think actually now, once we get a net, you will be able to capture bunnies and imprison them to be your slave.
Dude, it'll be just like mice and men.
Yeah. And then I'll come from behind and murder you.
Shoot me. Just think of the bunny farm.
Actually, speaking of bunnies, they have mounts now as well.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
One of which is a giant bunny.
That is awesome.
And mine, and it's a, oh yes, suitable housing. My current mount in my actual map is a unicorn. A giant unicorn.
I'm assuming based after the Perry Bible Fellowship comic. You know.
I think it's more on the lines of the robot unicorn.
Okay, that works too.
Because it's fast.
I'm working on, I guess, getting myself together a room. So basically, you're doing what I do in in this game. You do what I do in Minecraft, as far as you like to basically build yourself a little hobbit hole.
Yes. And it's sort of essential too, just for expert mode in general.
Mm-hmm.
Because of just how difficult it is compared to normal. So as we go down, we can also build out different rooms for our people, because it would be nice to have like a merchant and a nurse.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So unfortunately, this is one of those early, I won't say it's farming per se, but the prep work episode.
Well, if they don't like it, they can always not watch it.
If they don't like it, then come talk to me in person. Actually, don't. Got a family. So, but you know, you get a lot of people that see it as just sort of a Minecraft fun. I mean, there are plenty of those out there, for sure.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed both of them. I think it's always something that comes up. You know, what's the difference? But this one is much more combat based, and of course has many more items. I mean, it's just in the thousands, I think, at this point. But there's actually, I've been on the Terraria subreddit more lately, and we are kind of stuck down here at the moment.
Yeah, I just noticed that. As soon as I dropped down, I went,
We'll survive. We'll be okay. I saw actually something you were talking about earlier, doing the medium core, or soft core instead of medium core.
Yeah.
And I just seen something yesterday where someone was playing in a still can't reach it. Was playing in a medium core world and dumped out his items, so if he died they wouldn't be lost
Not a bad idea.
somewhere. But he accidentally threw his pickaxe out and then got stuck.
Ooh.
When you log out, all the items disappear. And so yeah, he found himself in the
Sad day.
Let's see, the door. So with the rooms, for it to be suitable housing, I believe you need walls. so I've been making some wood walls. But you also need appropriate lighting and comfort items.
I'm
chair.
So, all right. One of the things I remember is like I can see the zombies like sitting outside the door and they're beating on it. But I remember in the old games they would just bust right through eventually.
There is something called the Blood Moon. It's an event. And during the Blood Moon, they can open the door. So if you get a notification that there's a Blood Moon, it's best to blockade the doors.
Gotcha.
And you'll have more events. The Goblin Invasion is always a fun one. My son was playing today, and it had a Goblin Invasion.
How do you react to that?
Well, he wasn't too worried. I gave him my some items from my main game in his world, since he's only 6.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't be too terrified, and he's so overpowered at this point that he just wasted them pretty much.
So you're saying a 6-year-old is more OP than I am?